Have you ever stepped into a room and felt something shift, even before a single word was spoken? The air changes. People look up, maybe without knowing why. And there's that one person, calm, grounded, present, who doesn't say much, yet everyone feels them. Maybe that person is you. Your energy doesn't demand attention. It draws it, quietly, naturally. It makes some people uncomfortable, inspires others, but it never goes unnoticed. If you've ever felt that, a quiet strength inside you, something you can't quite name, stay with me. Because today, we're going deeper into the Stoic meaning of a powerful aura and the 4 rare signs that reveal it. Before we begin, take a second to breathe. And if you believe growth begins within, subscribe, not just to this channel, but to the habit of mastering yourself. The Stoics never spoke of aura as something mystical. To them, it wasn't magic, it was mastery. A powerful aura in Stoic philosophy is simply the quiet light that comes from a disciplined spirit, a person in harmony with their own soul. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The true power of a man lies not in ruling others, but in ruling himself." That's the kind of strength that doesn't shout. It whispers through your presence. It doesn't need validation because it is validation. Epictetus, once a slave, said, "Nothing external can harm us unless we allow it." And Seneca reminded us, "Those who live by virtue are freer than any king." So when your inner world is stable, your energy radiates effortlessly. It doesn't need permission, it simply is. And that strength reveals itself through 4 unmistakable signs. Sign 1. You see beyond appearances. Most people live on the surface. They chase the glitter, money, titles, approval, but rarely notice the substance beneath. You, on the other hand, feel what others can't see. You've learned that what sparkles is often hollow, that the loudest voice in the room is sometimes the loneliest, that a smile can hide exhaustion. You read energy, not words. You listen between sentences. You sense the weight of people's choices, the tone behind their kindness, the truth beneath their confidence. You've probably sat in a meeting and instantly recognized the one who smiles too much, not out of warmth, but to impress. Or at a gathering, you notice that the person dominating the room isn't confident, just afraid of being ignored. And the beauty is, you don't judge them. You simply see them. That clarity doesn't come from suspicion. It comes from self-awareness. Epictetus said freedom begins when we learn to distinguish what is within our control and what isn't. And once you see that clearly, you stop reacting blindly. You see essence, not illusion, and that is invisible power. Because those who see through illusion can no longer be deceived by it. Sign 2. You don't get lost in useless arguments. We live in an age where everyone's shouting. Online, offline, in families, in politics, everyone wants to be right. But have you noticed? The ones who are truly wise rarely raise their voices. People with strong auras don't waste time proving points. They understand that arguing with noise only creates more noise. You've probably been there. Someone challenges you over something small, a comment, an opinion, a belief. You feel that spark, that pull to respond, to win. But then you pause, and you realize your peace is worth more than being right. So you let silence speak. That silence unsettles the ego-driven, but it earns quiet respect from observers. Because real strength doesn't need to announce itself. Seneca said, "Wasting time is the greatest loss, for time is the one thing we can never recover." And every time you avoid a pointless argument, you protect your time and your soul. You choose mastery over reaction. That's not weakness. That's evolution. Your silence is not the absence of a voice. It's the presence of control. Sign 3, you guard your energy like a treasure. Imagine walking through a desert, a single jar of water in your hands. Would you waste a drop? Your attention, your energy, is that water. And yet, most people spill it everywhere. They argue on social media, complain about traffic, scroll endlessly through other people's lives. By night, they're drained and wonder why they feel empty. But you've learned the art of choosing where to pour your light. You invest it, not spend it. You'd rather read a page that nourishes your mind than scroll for an hour that numbs it. You'd rather have one deep conversation that shifts you than 10 shallow ones that fade in minutes. Marcus Aurelius warned us, do not waste your time on what does not belong to you. And your energy, your focus, your presence belong only to you. When you guard it, it grows. When you waste it, it withers. Each quiet refusal, each time you choose reflection over distraction, you sharpen your aura like a warrior polishing his blade every day. And when life tests you, you'll be ready. That discipline, that self-respect, is something everyone around you can feel. They might not name it, but they sense it. It's the unspoken message of your presence. My peace is not for sale. Sign 4, you radiate calm in the midst of chaos. If there's one sign that defines true power, it's this. When others panic, you breathe. When others run, you stand still. When noise fills the room, you listen deeper. Your calm becomes the anchor everyone unconsciously seeks. Like a lighthouse in a storm, you don't fight the waves, you illuminate the way. Maybe you've experienced this. A room filled with tension, people shouting, pacing, overwhelmed by problems. And then, one breath, your breath. You slow down. You speak only what's needed. And suddenly the energy shifts. People begin to match your tone. The chaos softens. The storm calms. That's leadership. Not by dominance, but by presence. This calm doesn't mean you feel no fear. It means you've mastered it. You hold fear in your hand, but it no longer holds you. Marcus Aurelius said, remain unmoved by the storms, within and without. When your soul stands still in the wind, your aura shines the brightest. Because calm is contagious, and yours could be someone else's first breath of peace. Let's gather the wisdom. 4 signs your aura is powerful. 1, you see beyond appearances. 2, you don't get lost in useless arguments. 3, you guard your energy like a treasure. 4, you radiate calm in chaos. If you recognize yourself in these words, you're already walking the Stoic path, the path of self-mastery. Real power doesn't control others. It controls itself, and this kind of power can't be bought, copied, or taught overnight. It's built quietly, every day, through patience, reflection, and discipline. When your inner world is balanced, the outer world begins to reflect it. You stop chasing validation. You become validation. You stop seeking peace. You embody it. And that is the rarest aura of all. If this message spoke to you, pause for a moment. Take a breath. And remember, your peace is your power. The world doesn't need more noise. It needs more calm souls like yours. So protect your energy. Live with intention. And let your quiet presence speak louder than words. If you wish to keep growing in wisdom and strength, subscribe and join this circle where every week we rediscover the art of mastering ourselves. Because when your soul is steady, everything around you begins to align. Protect your peace. Live with strength.